Every year, the U.S. Coast Guard and other federal agencies respond to more than 100 oil and chemical spills in U.S. waters. These include incidents like the 2010 Deepwater Horizon oil spill, which released millions of barrels of oil into the Gulf of Mexico, and the 2015 rupture of an oil pipeline that dumped a reported 21,000 gallons into the Pacific. Now scientists at the Argonne National Laboratory near Chicago say they've invented a tool that could make offshore oil cleanups faster and easier. According to the scientists, the Oleo Sponge can absorb up to 90 times its weight in oil. The Oleo Sponge starts with a common polyurethane foam. Scientists adapted a technique known as sequential infiltration synthesis to bind a thin layer of aluminum oxide fibers within the foam. In a second step, the foam is treated with a carbon-based chemical that is oleophilic, or excessively fond of oil. It's this step that enables the fibers to attract and hold the oil. So when it's waterlogged, the sponge drives out water in order to soak up oil. Typical methods used to clean oil spills include floating barriers called booms that can help contain the spread of oil, or skimmers that remove oil from the surface. Chemicals may also be used to help the oil disperse into the water rather than float on the surface, or responders might burn the oil in a technique known as in situ burning. But dispersants and burning are controversial with their own potentially harmful consequences, and the absorbent materials like those used in skimming have to be discarded once used. That's how the Oleo Sponge could be a game changer. Like an ordinary sponge, the oleo can be wrung out and reused. It can also absorb oil regardless of whether it's on or below the water's surface. What's more, oil recovered from the oleo can be used again, the scientists say. To test some new oil spill technologies, the U.S. Bureau of Safety and Environmental Enforcement operates a 2.6 million gallon saltwater tank at OMSET, its research and training facility in eastern New Jersey. The tank even has a wave generator, so researchers can approximate conditions in the open ocean. The Argonne team tested their Oleo Sponge there in December. The results were encouraging, and the Oleo's inventors say it could be ready for real-world use in less than 5 years.